Is this on? Yep, it is. No, it's all good. Going to call this meeting of the Coventry Sewer Subcommittee to order at 6:11 p.m. Roll call. Tony Raposo, Lisa Castelli.
Yeah.
Michael Sakosha.
Here.
Kevin Snow is absent. Michael Beard is absent, and Hillary Lima is absent. Pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Review of emergency evacuation plan. Exit the rear doors. Take a left out to the parking lot. Approval of meeting minutes. Minutes of March 13th, 2024. Maria, did you receive any amendments? No. All right. Do I hear a motion to approve the meeting minutes from March 13th, 2024? Motion. Do we have a second?
A second.
We have a first and second. Roll call vote. Any discussion on the meeting minutes? Hearing none. I'll do a roll call vote. Tony Raposo. Lisa Castelli.
Aye.
Michael Sakosha. James LeBlanc. Aye. The ayes have it. 4-0. Agenda item number 6, sewer tie-in applications. There were none. Agenda item number 7, new business. Votes may be taken. 7A, will serve letter, Center of New England Boulevard Townhouses, Coventry Assessor Plat 13, Lot 14, and Assessor Plat 14, Lot 65. Maria or
Nope,
Still
I'm
back?
going to take this
Okay.
one.
All right.
So I received a request letter from Dupree Engineering on behalf of the applicant for a will serve letter for a average daily flow of approximately 138,000 gallons per day for a new 400 townhome unit development in Coventry. It's in the center of New England. I have a gentleman here from Dupree Engineering who was going to present the project.
Okay, great. Name and address for the record, sir.
Good evening. Name Audie Osgood with Dupree Engineering. Office is located at 2 Stafford Court in Cranston, Rhode Island.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I will be right up front with this in that the project manager who is most familiar with this project is not available tonight. They had another public meeting, so I'm covering for them. I have worked on the Center of New England in the past, a couple of different projects, and generally familiar with the site in the area. But the simple version is we're looking at lots 2 and 3. I don't know if you guys have a copy of this plan. I think it was submitted to the
Yep.
town.
No, we do.
Okay. Those are the only lots that the applicant has control over right now because of the situation that the receivership and all the time that's passed. The other lots are not ready to move forward yet. So obviously we'd love to come in with a big plan of all the things we want to do, but the applicant wants to get started with these parcels 2 and 3. And I think the 400 and some odd units is what's proposed at this point in time. So we're here really tonight to sort of open the dialogue and just get a general idea from the board how this project would move through the review and approval process through the sewer subcommittee. I can answer some other, we don't have much of a specific design really at all at this point. We haven't submitted master plan yet even to the town. We'll be doing that in the near future. But you know, we're a long ways from real engineering on the project.
Okay. Assistant Town Manager, it seems like we're in the very early stages here related to this project.
Sure, but it's not uncommon because if a big project like that is going to look for financing and that sort of thing, they need to be able to tell the folks that are part of that financing arrangement that they have access to what, because they're probably doing the same thing for the water, to water and sewer and utilities and that sort of thing. So they're really just checking the boxes off. This isn't your ultimate approval. It's just saying that we have the capacity and that we are taking this on for a development that's going to go on there in the future.
We certainly have the capacity.
We
That is for
certainly
sure.
have the capacity.
I guess are we looking for a vote on this?
I don't think so really at this stage. No, we're really just here to sort of get an understanding from you guys of if there are any specific concerns that we should be aware of that maybe we're not aware of yet on the site. And how does this move through the process from, from the will serve until we are here looking for a vote to authorize this,
All right.
this project? So,
Yeah, I got it.
So, Mr. Chairman, so in the past, you have taken a vote and the vote was to send this to the town council for approval to issue the will serve letter. And ultimately, the president of the town council will sign the letter.
my
I
apologies.
thought for that project we were a little closer, but I could be wrong. So I guess to start discussion, do I hear a motion to approve the recommendation for this will serve letter? Motion.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion on this will serve letter? Hearing none, we'll take a vote. Tony Reposo, Michael Scotia, Lisa Castelli,
Aye.
James LeBlanc, aye. So this will move to the town council for approval. We'll recommend that the will serve letter will get approved. And we certainly have the capacity for this project. And you will get it in writing from the council once they approve on it.
Great, thank you.
All right.
See, I'm so far out of the loop on what the process is. I didn't realize we even needed a vote tonight. So,
All good. So I believe the last.
So
time-
the last time I drafted the letter and I sent it to the town solicitor and he provided markups. I now have a template because we went through this twice already. So it should move pretty quickly so I can get it. But, we can send it out to the board if you'd like to review it before it goes to the council. That's fine. I don't have any issue with that.
I'm okay with it going to the council, but if you could just make sure the board members of the sewer subcommittee see the actual letter,
Sure,
I would appreciate it.
absolutely.
That works fine?
You're welcome.
All right. Great. Well, thank you for being here tonight, sir.
yes. So what's the next step then? Once we, have
It
a-
goes to the town council. The town council will have a vote on the will serve letter. It will be mailed to you. And then I'm certain that the assistant town manager will be reaching out with next steps.
all right. So I guess,
Once your project gets a little further along, file a formal application.
okay. And where does that sort of fit in the overall town permitting? Is that, I assume we have to have a master plan approval in place. In order for that, do we need a preliminary plan approval as well, or?
Yes, so you'll have to check the planning as far as where that falls.
Okay,
This gonna have. Doesn't extend up.
okay. And okay, I think that'll probably be a good part of what we're looking for. That's what I'm just trying to understand you. I knew that we'd need to be doing some improvements, things of that nature, but when does that fit into the mix? Do those need to be designed and included with our preliminary plan submission to the to planning and obviously then through to engineering, those sorts of things. So, okay,
But there might be a checkbox on one of those plan submissions that require it.
okay,
And town engineer, one thing I would like to just recommend is that if there's any type of estimate for the sewer assessment fees, I would like it to be known sooner rather than later. I would when it goes in front of the town council, even if it's just an estimate, we can just say it's a ballpark. But I don't like it when it's towards the end and it's a big surprise.
yeah, that was the next question I was going to ask as well. So thank you. Of course.
Yeah, and I think when we did will serve letters in the past, we just made it known that, that whatever their assessment will be according to whatever the will serve letter isn't good forever.
Correct.
And that whatever the rate is at the time that they begin the construction is the rate that will apply.
Yep.
So they're not securing any
Understood.
price that exempts them from the price going up. And then,
Agreed.
and they get 3 years on the will serve.
So that's something new
Okay.
that I've implemented. It's a 3-year timeframe that the letter is good for. Because we have projects that essentially haven't expired and they've been on the books for 10 years. So I need some sort of a date, because we're tying up,
Sure.
capacity and I don't want to lose track of what we're giving out, so.
Yeah, that seems like a reasonable timeframe to
Yeah.
move things forward.
Yeah.
If not, I assume there's an ability to come in
Yeah.
and ask for an extension or something that,
Right, but I have to have an end date.
okay. Unless there's any other concerns or any things that you guys would like to have us, consider in our design. I think I've got what I need.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Agenda item 7B, letter to property owners sewer connections related to the Coventry High School sewer main construction. Town engineer or assistant town manager, who's taking this one?
So there are certain timeframe targets in the city code, the ordinances related to letting folks know when a sewer line is coming through their neighborhood. And this is the letter based on those sections of the code that will be sent out to folks probably next month. We're out there doing the design work now, all the surveying work's being done. In your packet, I included the most up-to-date schedule that we got from Fuss and O'Neill a couple of days ago related to the high school project. So we intend to get this letter out in the next couple of weeks, once we have all of the addresses that are going to be impacted by the construction and where the sewer main is going to go through, so that we can hit those timelines as close as possible. So this is just the first official communication from the town with the folks that own property along the what will be the new sewer line, to let them know the line is coming, and that, they'll get future communication. The first of which will be a letter from Fuss and O'Neill to talk to the folks about where the line connection, the tap on the sewer main, would best serve their property. So they'll have someone will communicate with them about, where their water line is, where they might have a well, and different things. So this won't be to actually connect them, but will be the tap and the main will already be there in such time as the folks want to connect to that sewer line. So after this, they'll get something from the folks doing the design work from Fuss and O'Neill, and then they'll get, the future letters that are required in the code.
Got it. I would like to take a vote on this, a recommendation that this goes to the town council for the town council's approval. I would like the council to see it, because the sewer project is a very large project in this town. So I guess to start that recommendation to the town council, do I hear a motion to recommend this letter to the council for approval?
I'll second that.
Do I have a first?
Oh, I thought somebody did it.
Sure. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right. Discussion?
They're in the process of designing it and doing it, putting the plans together now. So if you look at that chart with the schedule on it, you can see where they sort of are with it right now. We've just done the test pits, and they're doing the wetlands delineation and the survey work.
We have this too.
This chart that we have, that they have, obviously is a clouded area for where the main line's gonna be coming from. The high school out, I guess, to Route 2, probably in front of McDonald's.
Mhm.
from what
You
I
got
can
it.
See from here.
Mhm.
Is that the only part of this project that's gonna be happening, or is the green lines on this also included in the part of this project?
Oh,
Just the bubbled part. Just
So
that's
what's
the
in
main
clouded-
line. That's gonna be the first part of the
Yeah,
project.
that's the only part that's being done right now.
Right.
So maybe what we could do is provide this map to the town council.
Mhm.
and
Sure.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe eliminate the lines from the other half and just show that half so that it's a very distinctive, easy.
Yep.
Yeah, or maybe we could just shade this other part real light and then just put the part that's going in
Mhm.
in
And I'm
a
assuming,
color or something. bold.
sorry,
No,
I'm assuming we're just sending this letter to only the homes on that main line going to the high school, correct?
Correct.
So. I don't want to. This line that. Yeah, it's in front of it, in front of McDonald's.
Yeah, the previous project, that's where it terminated.
Terminated in
that's
front,
where-
totally, oh, sorry. Terminated in front of McDonald's. And that other line's still gonna be.
The force main. There's a gravity line, there's a gravity line in the force main right now in Tile. The force main continues to the apartment complex. And then Woodland Manor, and then the gravity line stops at McDonald's, doesn't go any further west down Tile. So we're gonna pick it up from there, and we're gonna bring it down to Reservoir, and then go up Reservoir, go all gravity.
You're already there. Why not?
But that force main line still.
Yes, because that services Woodland Manor.
But that can't dump into this new green line.
We are looking into that. We have a separate study. That's looking at. Yeah, that is a
Does-
possibility.
Does that force main, does that service anything on Reservoir Road up
There
there?
are some connections to it. Yeah, that was put in around 1980, around
Get
there.
that-
It's pretty old.
That white knight pipe. All right.
Assistant Town Manager, on the fourth paragraph, I would just like to make an edit, and if anybody else has any edits, please let me know, but it says you will be notified in the near future what the assessment cost will be for your property. One thing that I would like to be explicit is that it cannot be over $15,000 per the ordinance as currently written. Because if we go back to what happened in 2016 and 17, actually somebody on Hazard Street received an assessment of $62,000. So I want to at least provide some type of ceiling so that they know what the maximum would be.
Keep the blood pressure down a little.
Yeah. And I please make sure that we have an actual telephone number on this notice, because the one I got had 6 digits. So you can't call a 6-digit phone number.
This letter?
No, the one that I got back in 2017
Oh, no, of course.
from the town.
And actually, this letter will probably have my number.
Yep. No, I see that.
Yeah.
It currently has XX, but I just want to make sure that it's on record that I'm asking for the
That,
actual
but-
telephone number.
Yeah, most likely it'll be mine. And then letters with the assessment will be from the tax assessor more than likely.
Great. And I think it's important that the town council also gets a chance to review this, because it's going to go to at least one town council member is going to be impacted by this, and I want their input on the letter before it
Okay.
goes out to their constituents.
Happy to.
Any additional discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Tony Reposo. Michael Scotia.
Aye.
Lisa Castelli.
Aye.
James LeBlanc, aye. Motion passes 4-0. Agenda item number 8, public subcommittee member comment. Nobody is in the chambers. Nobody is online. Any subcommittee member comments? All right. Hearing none. Do I hear a motion to adjourn at 6:31 PM? Motion second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
The ayes have it. 4-0. Motion, meeting is adjourned.